So this is my first ride, significant ride. I've taken it out a couple times. This is my first one where I'm paying attention with the Touratech Aventuro 2.0 helmet. And I believe I neglected to put the pin lock in the smoke visor, because when I close it, it fogged right up. The chin vent is relatively stiff, but I like that. It's got two openings, kind of halfway and all the way. It does pass a good bit of air directly to your mouth, but it doesn't push it up on the inside of the visor. So the chin vent gets you ventilated, but it doesn't clear your shield. I got the visor on, the brim, whatever you want to call it. I think my head might be crooked in relation to the helmet because it's not pointing straight ahead. Which, you know, that's how it goes. We'll see if they wave. Yay, they wave. That's a gold wing and a bagger of some sort. So anyways, back to the Aventuro 2.0. It's got good space on the ears. I don't feel my cheeks are being pushed in heavily. There's good space for the chin, and it's not pressed up against your mouth, which is fantastic. I have a really big head, so helmets a lot of times will push right into my mouth or into my chin. It is pretty snug along the bottom of the jawline, but talking is not difficult, otherwise I wouldn't keep doing it. Oh, the speed limit here is 35. I should drop a gear and slow down some. That tightness against the jawline will help keep noise out. There's a little bit of a low rumble which I'm attributing to the brim, because none of my other helmets do that, and none of my other helmets have brims. So when I stop, I'll move the brim. I think it's all the way forward. I'll try moving it back and see if that changes the sound characteristic. It's not unpleasant. I have earplugs in. I always have earplugs in. So I'm not that worried about it. It does balance the noise spectrum out a little bit. Man, it is beautiful outside today. Let's see what these people are doing. That guy trying to back into the main road. Got all that driveway and he's not going to turn around. Check the mirrors. He's still sitting there. Maybe he's fiddling with his phone. Anyways, comfort-wise, it's good. I can turn my head fully to the side both directions. The eye port is enormous. Looking straight ahead, I can see a little bit of where the chin bar pops up for the mouth, and I can see the brim a little bit, about, you know, an inch or two, maybe 2-3 into my field of vision. But while I'm looking straight ahead, I cannot see the sides of the eye port, which is fantastic. It's a nice wide eye port. The shield is good quality. It locks positively. It's got a good little détente all the way up. The width is a little hard on your eyes, but it stops about 2 inches up from close, and it stops just about a ½ inch up from close too, which is perfect for keeping the inside of the face shield clear. Once I unlocked it, it cleared up pretty quick. Nice wide eye port, good ventilation from the chin bar. Let's see what the top vents do. Can I get to them? I got my thick gloves on, and with the brim in place, I can get to the brow vent, and that puts a nice cool breeze across the top of your head, kind of at the top of the forehead, almost right where your hairline would be if you had hair. I do not, so it's just kind of on top of my head. But it's at a good point where some air goes across the top of my head and some air comes down on the forehead. And that was easy enough to reach with these thick gloves on and the brim. See if I can close it Yep, I can close it. I'm going to leave it open one notch, though. I'm a little sweaty because I was wearing the helmet around the house, taking pictures and stuff. Ooh, look. I wonder if that's a bird of prey. I should probably pay attention to where I'm going now. Cars coming. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do a full stop. One and a pickup. Here we go. So, I know I've got a long oval head. So, I'm guessing, without looking at the specs, that the Aventuro 2.0 is a long oval helmet because I can feel it all around my head pretty well. I wonder if we'll make this light. Hey, look at that. We made the light. A little bit of back brake. Push left to turn left. Accelerate through. So, long oval, that's what I was talking about. Long oval. Got the long oval thing going on, no problem there. I can feel it a little bit in my forehead. I'm a little long in the long oval part. But I got a big head, so it's also wide. Longer than it is wide, I guess. Extra long, wide oval, I don't know, fat head. And it feels pretty good. I can feel it a little bit in the front and a little bit on the back, on the sides. But it feels firm and comfortable, not achy and intrusive. Now, of course, I've only been wearing it for 10 minutes. Man, what a beautiful day. I hope I see more than 2 bikes out. Well, that's kind of a leading statement because I'm pretty sure I'm going to see more than 2 bikes out. I know what I'm doing. Interstate 95. Well, 295, sorry. I don't want to lie to you. So all in all so far, the only negatives I have to say about the Aventuro 2.0 is, well, let me think about this for a second, because, you know, I've worn it around a little bit. I've only had it on for, 10 or 15 minutes today, but so it's not terribly glasses friendly. You know, some helmets will have a little cutout at the temples on each side of the liner to accommodate the arms of your eyeglasses. This one does not have that. They also might, put a little extra soft padding right there if they don't have a cutout. This does not have that. It's nice and firm right through there. So if you wear glasses that are close to your face, like mine, it's not that big a deal. But if your glasses are extra wide or something like that, then you might have a little trouble with it. Get some of those glasses that have thinner arms that are a little more bendy, titanium or whatever, so that they handle the flexing just fine. And now this is going to sound super, super picky, and I'm sure one of those things that I will get used to over time, but on the chin strap, it's a double D-ring closure, which is fine. That's what you come to expect. I actually prefer that over the ratcheting types. I don't know why, but I always seem to get my skin or beard hair caught in the ratchets, and that hurts. But I have no trouble with double D-rings. We'll skip the joke about preferring double Ds over just about anything else. But from the, you know how they put a little snap on the end of the chin strap so that you can secure it, so the end of the chin strap isn't flapping around? Well, the distance between the snap and the end of the chin strap is a lot longer than other helmets. And it just, I know it sounds super nitpicky, but it makes me have to stop and think about securing the chin strap. Now, that can either be a distraction, or you can look at it like I've decided I'm going to look at it, which is I have to stop and pay attention to securing the chin strap, which means I've paid attention to securing the chin strap. I'm not going to get 10 miles, 20 miles, 100 miles down the road and have a flappy chin strap end, because I've had to stop and pay attention to securing the chin strap. So I don't know if they did that on purpose, and I'm sure that if they did it on purpose, they didn't think it would irritate Wes. But I plan on getting used to it and looking at it in as positive a light as possible, because I am bound and determined to like this helmet. I may not leave the brim on it. To be perfectly honest, I think it looks a little goofy with the brim. I am not an off-road rider, not in any way, shape, sense, or form. I'm not afraid of gravel roads. I'm not afraid of dirt roads. But I do not go seeking out water crossings and mud bogs and sand pits. And I am probably not going to be crushing the Colorado BDR on my bike. So take that for what it is, where it is, and we'll just go from there. I'm about an hour in with the helmet, the Touratech Aventuro 2.0. The slight hot spot on my forehead, top of my forehead that I had at the beginning is gone. So my head has gotten used to the liner. I don't have any discomfort at all. I do notice one thing which you may not be able to see on the video. The tab to raise and lower the face shield is right in the middle. Oh, I got to itch my nose. The tab is right in the middle, which is weird because I'm used to it being on the left side somewhere. And when it's on the left, of course, you use your left hand to get it because your right hand is running the throttle. So that is taking a little bit of getting used to. The first rise up from fully closed, from locked, is perfect for just a little bit of ventilation. So well done, Touratech, on speccing that out. Another thing about the helmet is that it's not a particularly windy day, so this may be different when it's windy out, but there's no buffeting from the brim. I can feel a tiny, tiny little bit of extra vibration that is not normally present on standard full-face helmets. I don't know if that's from the brim or from the shape of the helmet. I do have a fairly large windshield on my bike, which does kind of push the wind around a good bit. But yeah, so far so good on the helmet. I'm really enjoying it. I think this is going to be a good helmet. We'll have to try it a little bit more when the weather starts to heat up. See how it does for summertime ventilation. But it seals well when it's cool out. It's nice today. It's in the mid-50s. And I'm perfectly comfortable with all the vents closed.